Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Extracurricular Activities. On the last episode, it would seem that the shelter had a little bit of a problem with graffiti. On this episode, I'm afraid we will probably find the answer to the question, who was the culprit? And I can only imagine that we will not like the answer. But without further ado, let us continue with this wonderful game. I'm sure you will have noticed by now that this is the third episode in a row of this particular series. That is because of a high volume of requests for this particular game, in addition to an increasing frustration at the fact that these routes seemingly never end. And in case you hear any weird noises in the background, that is Spoofy playing with some of his new toys. So without further ado, as I said earlier, and then made further ado by talking about something else, let us play Extracurricular Activities.
Today's the day for our first real matches. I hope Chester is pumped up to play with me today. Coach wants us to meet there around 10 to start warming up and to just have a team huddle. I better shower, eat some breakfast, and get going. I'll be sure to let Maria know that as I'm leaving, since she said she'd drag Richard out to watch the matches. The extra cheers are always nice. Time to get started.
Yay!
Man, I love that bike Maria gave to me. I sure hope nothing bad happens to it. Getting around is so much easier with that.
Link!
Hey Jess, you sound lively this morning.
I'm ready to play today. I think we're gonna clobber our opponents. I'm really excited to play.
Yeah? I'm so stoked to hear you say that. I'm feeling pretty hyped for our match too.
Awesome. We're gonna show them a thing or two today.
For sure. Let's go check in with Coach now. It looks like everyone is here.
Yeah.
Alright, now that y'all are here, let's talk about today's matches a little bit. Chester and Link will be playing together, Dozer and Darius will be playing together, and then Spencer will be playing alone. You'll all be playing... You'll all be playing 3-set matches, and I expect you all to give it your all today. These are your first official matches of this season, and it will help determine your placements for the regional matches later this year. You're playing against the guys from Barkerville, and I honestly don't expect any of you to lose today. I think you're all better than those guys, so I want to see victories from all of you today.
I know we're gonna win today. Right, Link?
Definitely. Fucking confidence, motherfucker. Definitely. No way we're losing today.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah!
Chester pumped his fist and raised his hand up for a high five to you. You couldn't leave him hanging there, so you slapped your hand to his and he cheered again.
Keep the enthusiasm through your match, and there's no way you guys will lose. You guys have about 30 minutes to go ahead and stretch and start warming up, and as the other team arrives, you'll do some warm-ups with them too. Remember, keep the warm-ups light, and don't show all your cards at once. Now get started.
Alright.
Come on, we've got to get warmed up.
We need to stretch first. Gotta limber up.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Then we can go start.
Chester tried rushing through his stretches, but you slowed him down and made him hold the stretches with you. When you did finish, he trotted off the court and waved for you to join him. Man, he's really ready to go. I'm glad to see him so excited to play. I really do hope he can keep this excitement rolling, and I hope that Vernon doesn't show up in the fucking stands. That would not be some shit. You joined him and started a rally to get ready for your upcoming match. Even for just a warm-up, Chester's focus was on point, and by the time your opponent showed up, you felt you both ready to play.
Ready to do this?
Yeah, I am. You too?
Oh yeah.
You seem really focused right now.
I don't want to let you down, so I'm doing all I can to keep my mind set on the goal. It's the real start to our season, and I know we can be really successful as doubles partners.
Aw, Chess, you're not gonna let me down. All I want is for you to play your best and have fun. Win or lose, just give it your all, and I'll be satisfied. I'm just happy that I get to play with you.
Winning is fun, though, and I plan on having a lot of fun today.
Okay, then. Looks like our opponents are heading over now. Let's introduce ourselves and get ready for a good match. Right. You and Chester met with the players from Barkerville, both of which were athletic canines, and after a short talk, you all began a rally to let them practice before the match started. Right away, you could see why Coach was so confident in your victory. Neither of these players seemed like they had been playing for more than a year. They weren't confident in their shots, and they didn't appear to be very in sync with each other, nearly colliding several times while just warming up. 10 minutes later, and it was time to start the match and get things rolling. I wonder if it's a ploy. That would be smart. You met both players at the net to determine which side was going to serve first. The spin of your racket and a call from them led to you and Chester receiving first.
You want it first, or you don't want me to take it?
I think he should be on first because having a big motherfucker like that in the front can be beneficial because he can catch everything. At the same time, I'm faster, so I definitely think he should go first. I think it's better if you take it first, so you can get a good feel for how it'll be for me when I take it.
Okay, sure.
He doesn't seem that confident in it. I wonder what his response would be if I said for me to do it. Oh, Chester, I don't know if I can take it first.
Oh, really? Then you want me to?
Okay, so he just doesn't know. I'm gonna go with my original instinct. I think it's better for you to do it first, blah, blah, blah. Swing and a miss. Oh, it was a joke. Okay.
If the serve is anything like it was when they were getting ready, I should have no trouble with it.
Yep, I know you'll nail it. Glad that his mind is solely on the match. I guess I need to put some focus in. Trying to make dirty jokes. You ain't Darius.
You ain't Darius. You ain't never gonna be Darius.
The first few games rolled by, and you and Chester were leading the way with not having lost a game yet.
So far, so good.
Yeah, the games have been all pretty one-sided so far. This is where some shit happens, I feel.
Right? Are they really not that good, or are they trying to lure us in with a false sense of security?
Either way, we have to stay alert. Maybe they just aren't warmed up enough yet.
Maybe so. It's my serve now, though. I'm not gonna hold back anything.
Just don't hit me like you did the other day. I'm pretty sure I have a bruise where the ball hit.
I'm really sorry about that, dude. But my serve was powerful enough to leave a bruise?
Just don't hit me again. You turned away from him to move towards the net.
I'll try not to.
Don't threaten him. That's a terrible... Why the fuck would you threaten him? No reply. You decided not to reply to the last comments just so the game could start.
Love, first serve.
When you heard him call out the score, your body tensed up and you shifted to the left just a little bit. There was no pain after you heard the ball hit his racket and you saw it go past you. You rocketed over the net with such power the receiver didn't know how to handle it and just knocked the ball back into the net. Great serve, Chess. Keep doing that.
Can do.
Chester's following serves all ended up being service aces, leading to a quick and easy win of that game.
How was that?
Awesome. Those serves were perfect.
And I didn't even hit you.
Nope. Great job. Keep serving like that, and this match isn't going to last beyond 2 sets.
That's the goal. I kind of feel bad crushing him like this, but I don't want to hold back.
I don't want you to hold back either. I want to see what you can really do.
I'll show you then.
For the remaining games of the set, Chester played so aggressively he didn't give you a chance to get involved in most of the points. He wasn't holding anything back when it came to his strength, and you were surprised to see just how much control he had over it since the last time you practiced. He finished off the winning point for a set with a smash right down the middle of the court.
Yeah!
You noticed several people turned towards your court when Chester roared out.
How was that, Link?
You're really keeping the pressure on him, Chess. You even got the attention of a lot of other people now, after that little display. That particular noise in the background is a pig toy that we got for Spoof. It's the most obnoxious. It's like a dying cat laughing its last laugh.
Whoops. Got a little carried away there.
It's okay. I like seeing you really getting into this. I don't see you act so aggressively and have control over it, so this is a welcome change.
You like it when I'm aggressive? He said closer to you. I mean, yeah.
I don't want to shut him down. He seems to be enjoying what he's doing right now.
Yeah.
If you think you can be, let's see it.
Wait till later then.
What?
You'll see.
Oh, Jesus Christ. After a short break, it was time to start the second set of the match. The games were all going in your favor, but Chester's momentum was starting to fade, and he was beginning to make more and more mistakes. It wasn't until he spiked a ball that clearly looked like it was in, but was called out, that he lost his cool.
No way! That shot was in!
The one that made the call shook his head and tapped his racket to the ground where he thought it landed.
There's bull!
Chester, it's fine.
It's not fine. That was a terrible call.
Dude, chill. We're already up this set, and 1 point isn't going to cost us the whole match.
It could!
Chester! Stop.
Sorry. I started missing a lot of shots and it's getting to me.
I understand, but it's okay. Get your mind back to where it was and when we started this match. Don't get so angry over just 1 point like that.
Okay, I'll try to keep things under control.
Whew. The other two guys look bewildered now, but it can't be helped. Chester suddenly got his head back into the game and his margin for error dropped drastically. It didn't take too much longer for you to finish the match after that, winning the final set 6-1. The final score ended up being 6-1 in both sets, with you and Chester nearly having a perfect victory.
Great work, Link! We completely dominated them!
I wonder if we didn't... Maybe he started to slip up because he started to think about, like, go aggressive whatever the fuck later. Maybe if we had kind of calmed him down from that a little bit, we would have gotten a perfect victory. But I don't give a shit. It's still a victory, so what the fuck ever. He wrapped his arm around you in a tight hug while he laughed, picking you up off the ground.
First match of the season and we won! Man, you didn't even break a sweat, it feels like.
You did most of the work. I just covered you.
You're soaked, though. Sorry about that.
It's fine. You were really a beast out there today.
You think so?
Yeah, you were. I've never seen you play like that.
I told you I didn't want to let you down, so I had a lot of motivation.
I certainly wasn't disappointed. I think you might have even intimidated our opponents, too. Even more so after your little bit of rage.
Well, one thing Coach told me was to use my size and anger to intimidate my opponents.
Really? Coach told you that?
Tennis is a bit of a mental game sometimes.
Really? Christ. Mental gymnastics and fucking hit a ball across a net.
And Coach suggested I use that as a strength. I guess I was playing cool regardless of that, but that 1 point gave me a good reason to kind of snap and see how it affected my opponents.
I think it did. There were a few times when I was sure the ball landed out, but they didn't call it out.
Yes, so that little strategy seemed to have worked.
But if we had a real judge making the calls, you wouldn't have gotten away with it.
Maybe so, but it still would affect my opponents.
Is that really how you want to play?
It's just one of the weapons in my arsenal. To be honest, though, if you weren't there to calm me down, I might have kept going, and then my anger would have been a little more out of the control. I have to be careful about letting my feelings rage, especially if I don't have you with me.
You just have to be careful with it.
Yeah, let's go tell Coach what the score was. And look, Maria's here with Richard. I didn't even notice him.
Yeah, they've been here the whole match. I can't believe you didn't hear Maria cheering the whole time.
I thought it was just some random fan or something.
She's definitely a fan. Come on, then. And there we go.
Coach, we won!
I saw. Great job, you two. Things went just how I expected it to.
Our opponents didn't put up much of a fight. You expected that?
It's a pretty new team, after all. I think all you have a lot more experience than them. The only one that seems to have any experience, really, is the guy Spencer's playing against.
How's that going?
Spencer's working him over, too. It's not as one-sided as your match, but Spencer's up after breaking the first game. He won the first set 6-4, so as long as he holds his serve for the rest of the set, he'll win. He's won his service game every time, too, so I don't expect that to be an issue.
Awesome. What about those and Darius?
They just finished their first set.
Just finished the first one.
Both sides are playing carefully, and they had a tiebreaker in the first set. They won, but it was close. I think they'll start pulling ahead this set, though.
Should be a quick, clean sweep, then.
Should be. What's the final score of your match?
6-1, both sets.
Great! I'll record that and pass it on later. For now, you guys have a seat and watch the other matches going on.
Can do.
Let's go sit with Maria and Richard.
That's the plan. And hey, we finally get to see Richard, who is levitating, it seems. That's the new art, so the fucking sprite mapping is gonna be a little fucking weird. Just, again, it's in progress. Let it be. You two finished your match so quickly. You won, didn't you? We did. It was a little one-sided. Fantastic job regardless. You both played great out there today.
Thanks, Maria. Did you see those awesome smashes I had?
Every one of them. It was so thrilling to see it. You hit the ball so hard they couldn't get to them. I was really impressed.
I tried my best.
It showed.
It did. Good job, you two.
I know that's clearly not the voice I should be doing for him anymore, but it's just a funny voice to me.
I can't say that tennis is the most thrilling sport to watch, but you made it somewhat interesting.
Oh, what the fuck happened? What the hell? The hell is that? Oh, it's his old expression mapped onto his new sprite, but because it's in a different spot. Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
I kept hoping someone would at least get hit by a ball.
Richard!
It's true.
It happens sometimes. Chester beamed me with a ball at practice the other day. It still hurts.
I bet, considering how hard I saw him playing hitting the ball today.
I still feel bad about it.
It's okay now, Chess. I'm betting it's not the last time it'll happen either.
Well, let's hope that it is, though.
You sat in the stands to watch the other two matches playing out. Spencer went on to win his match not too much longer after you and Chester had finished yours, leaving just Darius and Doza to finish theirs. The second set was close, but they won, securing their overall victory as well. As Coach Grifter predicted, everyone won their matches. With all of them completed, everyone gathered around the coach.
That's it, everyone. Great work today. I'm happy to see that y'all won. I didn't expect anything less from y'all, so great job. Our next match is 2 weeks away, and we'll be back at Elton Ranch playing against them for real this time. You guys will have a lot of work to do if you want to dominate them as much as you did today. Y'all free to go home. Shit.
Oh, I was so close.
Y'all free to go. Go home, relax for the rest of the day, knowing y'all played great and we're victorious. Dismissed.
Well, now that the match is over, would you like us to give you a ride back home, Link? You can always put the bike in the back of his truck.
Actually, I was going to see if he wanted to come over to my place. Since he's going to be going with us in the morning, you might as well just stay the night with me and Andrew.
A smart idea. You should at least go home and get some clean clothes, though, right?
That's true. Oh, yeah, I don't really have anything he could wear.
You can ride home with us, get cleaned up, gather a few things, and then bike back to your place.
I don't like it. That'll give me a chance to shower too. I can make something for us to eat by the time he gets back. It's what, like 2 right now? We can both eat lunch and late dinner today.
It all works out perfectly then. Oh, it just is fantastic, isn't it? It should only take me about an hour or so.
That'll be enough time for me to get washed up.
Good, because you smell.
Really? Is it that bad?
I can smell you from over here.
Richard, goodness, you're mean today.
That's what happens when I don't sleep enough.
I suppose I'll just walk next time.
Bah, you won't be doing that. I'll bring you. I wouldn't feel right making you walk because I stayed up too late.
I'll have to make sure you go to sleep at a decent time when we have to be up for something like this then. I'm sorry about him, Chester. That was rude.
You don't have to apologize for me. I'm not a child.
Then you can say it yourself.
Sorry about that, Chester.
It's not like you're wrong, but Link started it.
Don't blame this on me. Chester's right. You did start it. Now apologize, and we'll be on our way. Richard and I will be at his truck. Come on, Richard. Let's get his bike and load it up.
Can he do that himself?
Just come on.
Sorry, Jess. You don't have to apologize to me, babe. Does my smell really bother you, though? You don't like my manly, musky scent? I can't tell if you actually like it or not, so which is it?
Okay, for fucking... this is not fair. So, it is clear that our character likes it. I don't. I am not a smells person. For our character's sake, and for the sake of Chester's fucking self-esteem, we likes it. I do like it. Then why would you say that I smell? Because you do. Not everyone else is going to like it, though. No, I don't know why I didn't think about that. I enjoy hummable smells, clean or musky. Got it? Got it. Ugh. He stepped towards you and hugged you, pulling your face into his fur. Oh, ay. Chester, we're right here. People aren't gonna think twice about two friends hugging after a match. And you could get a good whiff of how I smell before I go and shower. Jesus Christ, I don't like this shit. He squeezed you tightly, really forcing your face into his fur before letting go. You're gonna break me one day if you keep doing that. I'll try and be careful. I'm gonna go home so I can shower now, though. I'll see you in about an hour? Yep. Just be careful then. Just let me know when you're heading my way. And do, Chess. I'll see you in a little bit. See you in a bit. Ray and Richard have my bike already, so I guess it's time to grab some stuff for home and head over to Chester's. Yay! Knock, knock, knock. He had better be done in this shower. I let him know I was on my way. Oh, perfect timing. I just got out of the shower. It does seem to be perfect timing. Go on in, make yourself at home, and I'll go make something for us to eat. I don't know about you, but I'm starving right now. Oh, the fucking poor mapping. Why don't we just have a snack? Then you can make dinner in a couple hours. Just a snack? Yeah, if we eat now, it's going to be a really late dinner. I'm okay with that. Then we can eat it around 10 and be in bed by midnight. I don't care about what time we eat. If you don't mind it, then I guess it'll be okay. I'll keep lunch simple, and then we'll have something better for dinner then. Sound good? Alright, sounds good. Awesome. Go put your stuff in my room, and I'll go make something. You can play a game or watch TV in there if you want. I think I'll just lay down while I wait. I don't really want to get involved in anything if I'll be eating soon. You put your bag aside and laid down, face first on the bed. You pulled a pillow up over your head and sighed. I'm tired. I didn't even do much during our match today. It was mostly Chester. It was fun, though, and I'm glad Chester played so hard. I was really impressed. His bed smells like him. It's not powerful like when he was all sweaty. I really like it. You bunched up some of the blankets and hugged them, burying your face into the pile. I think I'll just close my eyes and rest a bit. Actually, maybe I'll just take a little nap while I wait. You just laid there with a pillow on your head, waiting for Chester to come get you. You were drifting in and out of consciousness the whole time. Wink? You heard Chester's voice, but it didn't register with you. Did you fall asleep? The bed shifted towards the side. You felt a heavy hand against your back. You rubbed it around in circles, moving up and down your entire back. Feels good, Chess. Ah, you are awake. Are you really that tired? I was just hit with a wave of drowsiness is all. I think once I eat, I'll be fine. If you want to take a nap after we eat, you can. You can lay here and I'll play games or something. Nah, I'll be good. Alright, well, come and eat then. You patted your butt and then you felt him stand up and walk away. I can go for more of that rubbing, though. His hand is huge and covers a lot of ground, and so it felt so good. You dragged yourself into the dining room and sat down at a table, waiting for Chester to serve you. Are you sure you don't want to take a nap? Yeah, I'm okay. Just give me a few minutes and I'll wake up. Okay, if you say so. Here's your food. What'd you make today? I just chopped up some chicken, breaded and fried it. Oh, I love fried chicken. Oh. There's also rice with it, and I'm gonna grab a few different sauces so you can eat on it. I have teriyaki, sweet chili, and kung pao, so all the leftover sauces from the Chinese delivery. So I'll just bring all three and let you flavor how you want. Sounds good. Thank you. You're welcome. Chester disappeared once more and returned a couple of minutes later with his plate and several different bottles. You know, I seem to find it interesting that every character in these games that knows how to cook miraculously has all the materials. Bri is an amazing chef, but we do not have the funds for all this fancy special shit every night. God damn. Chester disappeared once more and returned a couple of minutes later with his plate and several different bottles. My favorite is the sweet chili sauce. It's really good. Give them all a taste before you try one, then pour some over everything and mix it together. Looks great, Chess. Thanks again. After tasting the sauces he provided, you decided on one and proceeded to devour your food after mixing it all together. Little room was left for talking while you ate, and once you had finished, Chester had sent you back to the living room to relax while he cleaned up. Didn't take too long for him to join you. Now I'm done with all that. Let me show you the game I'm working on. Oh, sure. I'm curious to see what you've been doing that caused you to fall behind in Coach's class. Okay, maybe I won't show you then. No, I want to see. Okay. Back to my room then. Chester's desk was tucked away in a corner of the room beside his TV, and you were able to sit on the edge of the bed to see his screen. Keep in mind it's just a prototype right now, so it might be kind of ugly. I've been making the assets for just testing purposes. I won't judge you too much. Okay, so here's the main screen right now. Holy shit. I mean, you know, he just said it's a goddamn though. What's going on here? It's a labyrinth of sorts. There's a path that leads to the left, the right, and forward. The player can choose to go in one of those directions. Oh shit. See, I moved towards another room and now it's a dead end. Jesus. Nice way of handling the dead end. It's simple and gets the point across for testing. Anyway, watch this. If I try to leave... Oh, shit! A wild monster appears! The heck is that? It's a monster. Didn't you read the text? Oh. What kind of monster? It was supposed to be a werewolf or something, but drawn with my mouse is hard. Okay, yes, absolutely. If this was all drawn with a mouse, then you did fucking amazing. I'll say that much. Couldn't even trace the outline properly, so this is what I ended up with. But I'm just testing. The art doesn't matter right now. What matters is the mechanics and are working properly. I can navigate these rooms, initiate a fight, and I've started coding in the battle system. Unfortunately, when I click to attack the enemy, the game crashes. So I've been trying to figure out why it just closes completely instead of giving me some kind of an error. It makes finding the issue an issue way harder. Oh, well, I'm sure you'll figure it out. I'm sure I will. What do you think of it so far? I want to know more. Yeah, what's going on with this? I need to tell me more about it. Oh, really? You want to hear more about it? Yeah, that's what the fuck I just said. Yeah, I want to know more about it, since you're so into it. Okay, cool. Chester pulled out his notebook and opened his game files on his computer. Alright, so this is what I have so far. An hour later. So that's the whole concept and idea of what I'm working with so far. Sounds pretty cool, Chess. You really put a lot of thought into this, haven't you? Yeah, I have. You'll be a tester for me too, right? I need someone else to help me with that. Of course, I'll do what I can to help you. Awesome! I came to play! There's a price to make my life so much easier. I'm gonna fiddle with the code a little bit more to see if I can find out why it's crashing. Is that okay? Yeah, I'm cool with that. You watch TV or play games while I mess with this. I'll try not to spend too long on it. Do what you need to, it's fine. We didn't exactly plan for me to be here right now. I'm not gonna neglect my boyfriend just to mess with this stuff. You relax, and I'll join you in a bit. Alrighty. You turn on the TV and crawl back to the top of the bed to sit with your back to the headboard. See, I get annoyed at that shit. Not the being, people doing whatever that. I'm talking about someone sitting on my bed with their ass where my fucking head goes. No, don't do that. No. No. At the moment, you didn't want to play any games, so you just decided to watch TV while Chester became lost in his work. Chester would glance over his shoulder at you every now and then. Eventually, he moved away from his computer and got on the bed with you. He fell onto his back beside you and laid on the back of his head on your leg. So, you really think what I'm doing is cool? Yeah, it's really awesome. I wish I could help you out more with it. While you talked, you ran your fingers through his hair, looking down at him in your lap. If you have any ideas for stuff, you can tell me. It'd be great to get your input on things. Story, mechanics, etc. Yeah, if I have any ideas, I'll share them with you. I expect a place in the credits, at least. I'll do even more than that. I can make you a character in the game, even. I don't know what you'd do, but you'd be there somewhere, offering advice or something. That'd be cool. Well, maybe you could be the damsel in distress. You have to be saved from the monsters in the dungeon. Watch it now. You grabbed the pillow and smacked over his face. Let me help you go to sleep. The bull laughed and rolled over onto his stomach between your legs, wrapping his arms around them and pinning them under his body, with his chin now resting on your stomach. You gotta remember, I'm bigger and stronger than you. His tail was whipping around playfully, and his big green eyes were watching you. You are, but I know a weakness of yours. You put your finger to his nose and wiggle it around. "You wouldn't hurt me." "I'd only use it as a last resort, so don't give me a reason to." He freed your legs and pulled your finger, so you pulled your finger back. He pushed himself up and in one quick motion pulled his knees up and was suddenly straddled over your lap on his knees with his hands planted down at your sides. His face was right in front of yours, but you could still see his tail flipping around madly behind him. Nothing was said, and he pushed his lips against yours, kissing you deeply. During the kiss, he pushed his hips against you, grinding his crotch against yours. He pulled his face back for after a moment, grinning broadly.
"So, how's that for aggressive?"
Yeah.
"I know since since I'm here, we could..."
Chester! Oh, Jesus, Andrew! What are you doing? Chester rolled off to you abruptly and covered his crotch up with a pillow. Andrew was standing in the door and was with his back to you both. Oh, man. Oh, man. We're going to get the blame for this. Oh, shit. It's after 5. This is when I always get home, and your door was wide open. Just put some shorts on. Andrew vanished after that, leaving you and Chester in a state of shock. After a moment, he rolled off the bed.
"I lost complete track of time. I didn't realize it was time for him to be back home. Was it already?"
I knew he worked early, but I didn't know when he'd be home. It was the last thing on my mind.
"Whoops. Oh, man, I'm in for it now. Just wait here. I'm going to talk with him."
After putting on a pair of shorts, Chester left to go talk with Andrew. Jeez, Andrew has the worst possible timing. But I can't believe Chester forgot it was time for Andrew to be home. He was getting a little carried away there, and neither one of us heard the front door. I definitely wasn't expecting that from Chester. Can't say it wasn't welcome, though. Several minutes passed while you sat there, and then you could hear the conversation in the other room escalating. Oh, no. Oh, boy.
"I'm an adult, Andrew. You don't have to treat me like a child."
Oh, no. Oh, man. This is not good. Chester's voice could be heard clearly, but you couldn't make out Andrew's at all. You assumed he was keeping a level head.
"So what? If I wanted to have... Wow, sex with him, big deal. He's my boyfriend."
Then... Oh, no, no! No, 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 no! Then I'll just move out. Then stop trying to have control over my life. I don't need you to look out for me. Oh, no. What was that? Chester's yelling stopped, and you could hear their voices anymore. Half an hour passed, you just sat there in silence, wondering what was going on now. Is everything okay?
"I guess it's okay now. I kind of put a hole in the wall."
You what?
"I got so mad I punched the wall. Now there's a fist-sized hole in the wall that I'm going to have to pay for."
Is your hand okay?
"Yeah, it's just a little sore is all. It'll be bruised."
What did he say to make you that mad?
We were just going back and forth about how we shared a house, and we have to have a certain amount of respect for each other.
And you feel like he treats you as a child?
"Yeah." "Wait, could you hear us?"
I heard some of it. It got quiet after you punched the wall. At least I'm assuming that's the noise I heard.
"Man, I'm sorry. Things didn't go how I meant for them to at all."
And what did you mean to happen?
"Well, I was kind of hoping we could, I wanted to have a little more fun. I'm normally not very aggressive at all, but you seem to want me to be, so I was just trying it out. Was it too much?"
It wasn't. I was caught off guard, but I liked it.
"Oh, that's good.
Maybe I should act on impulse more often. It couldn't hurt, but we just have to make sure that we are gonna have some privacy."
"Yeah, preferably when Andrew isn't going to be around. It'd be really awkward if he heard anything."
Yeah. So, it's not going to be a problem that I'm staying here tonight, is it?
"Nah, he already knew I was going to have you stay. And he'd rather just put these kinds of things behind us to go on like it never happened."
Oh, damn.
So don't expect him to say anything about it, okay?
Gotcha.
Anyway, let's go chill in the living room for a bit. Maybe you two can talk a little more about other stuff.
I'll try. This might be weird knowing he saw what was going on in here. Oh, this is gonna be awkward. So I was thinking we could watch another movie. I have another that you'd really enjoy. I'm cool with that. I haven't been disappointed yet, so let's see what you got. Chill on the couch then. I'll go grab the movie. I think you'll really enjoy this one too. Chester wasn't gone for long, and when he came back to the living room, he started the movie that he'd chosen and sat down with you on the couch. So this one is called Bark's Moving Fortress. Bark's Moving Fortress. Fucking hell.
It's a beautifully animated movie with an interesting story. It's cute, funny, and awesome. And it has... oh, God, what's his name?
Billy Crystal. Billy Crystal.
A legend, truly.
Neato, let's get started then. He started the movie and wasted no time putting his arm over your shoulder, pulling you over against him. Throughout the movie, he'd move his hand up and down your arm while he talked about certain scenes after you asked a question. Eventually, Andrew joined you both and continued watching the movie with you. This didn't deter Chester from displaying any affection towards you, though. It wasn't anything beyond what he had already been doing while sitting beside you, but it still left you wondering how Andrew felt about it.
I know I said I'd make dinner around 10, but I'm hungry already. Lunch was good, but it wasn't exactly filling.
Yeah, it was Chinese food. It ended up being a snack after all, huh?
Yeah.
If you're hungry, go make some dinner. I'm kind of getting hungry too, and by the time it's done, I'm sure I'll be ready to eat.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure Andrew's hungry too. A bit, since we've normally eaten by now.
Alright then, I'll cook now. The movie's nearly done, and I've seen it 100 times, so I don't care if I miss the ending. I'll be in the kitchen.
Just released you and headed off to the kitchen. Now you were alone with Andrew, but thankfully you had a movie to watch. 20 minutes later, though, the movie ended, and you just flipped the TV back to the normal stations. You were starting to feel really awkward sitting there, knowing that Andrew saw what he did. You were thankful that you were both mostly dressed at the time. You wanted to break the silence somehow, though. Apologize. Just fucking say it. You know, because if he's someone who avoids topics, then at least he'll appreciate saying sorry. So fucking, presumably, apologize. So, sorry that you saw what you saw when you got home, Andrew. Let's not bring that up. I'd rather pretend I didn't see my brother trying to get busy with his boyfriend. Okay, my bad. Is everything alright between you two now? I heard him yelling. Everything will be okay. It's not like we never fought before. He normally will explode and say things he doesn't mean, then he'll calm down and we'll talk about it. Today's breaking point was him punching the wall. That's never happened before. I wonder why he did that. I think it was to avoid hitting me. I antagonized him a bit, so it would have been well deserved. Once his fist went through the wall, though, he calmed down. Jeez. I guess it shows how fond he is for you, though. And I gotta accept that. But you've shown me you're not a bad guy so far. I hope so. And I feel I might be able to trust you, too. Chester's going up, and I can't keep watching out for him like always. He doesn't want it, and it's just not right for me to. So I'm gonna leave that to you. Leave it to me? Mm-hmm. I can trust you to keep Chester focused and out of trouble, right? Yeah, I'll do what I can. Good. I think you two will be just fine together. Just as long as you both know that there's a need for privacy when you want to be intimate. You could feel your face flushing, so you turned your attention back to the TV. Neither of you spoke again while waiting for Chester to call you guys for dinner. You know, it's uncomfortable to say, but it needs to be said. The apology needed to happen, so if that turns out to be the wrong fucking answer, then fuck off. It took Chester around an hour to finish, and you were hungry by the time he was ready.
Come on in here and eat, you guys. Food's done.
Oh boy, let's see what he cooked tonight. What's on the menu tonight, Chess?
Chicken Parmesan!
Oh man, chicken Parmesan is my favorite fucking food. Seriously.
Breaded chicken served with spaghetti sauce and a bed of noodles and all topped with mozzarella cheese. The best fucking thing ever. It's not fair. Sit, and I'll bring you guys a plate. I'm gonna be eating ramen tonight.
Chester vanished and returned a few minutes later with a plate of food for you and Andrew. You waited for him to return with his plate and join you before you started to eat. As like everything Chester's made for you, it was delicious. Man, Chester, is there anything you can't cook?
Plenty of things. I try making something new each week, though, to expand my capabilities.
That's good. He's made some really bad things. You remember when you tried mango habanero salsa?
That recipe called for way too much vinegar. That wasn't really my fault.
What about the first time you started making your own spaghetti sauce?
I swear, I got tipsy off it because I put too much wine in the sauce.
Then there was the salty potatoes.
This one time, the lid fell off the salt shaker while I was salting mashed potatoes. I scooped a lot of salt out and still served it. That was a bad idea.
So it sounds like you're not always perfect then.
Not always, but it's pretty close.
Then there were the cookies you made a few weeks ago that turned black because you forgot they were baking.
Okay, there's a handful of times I messed up. It's not that often, though.
I'll give him that. It's not too often. It's memorable when it happens, though, because it devastates him.
If my food sucks, then I have failed. So I always strive to make it delicious.
Well, you nailed it again tonight. The food is great. Can't wait to see what you cook for me tomorrow, too.
Oh yeah, I guess I need a plan for that. I'm sure I have enough stuff here to cook something good. You're gonna learn from it, though. You'll be in there helping me.
Yeah, I know.
It'll be good, no doubt.
And then we'll have some leftovers for Andrew when he gets home. It'll be late when I get back tomorrow. We'll go see about getting Chester a bike first thing in the morning, have lunch or something, and then I'll have to head to work. Should be fun. Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good time.
We'll see.
You kept chatting through dinner, and once the food was done, Andrew ushered you and Chester into the living room so he could take care of the dishes. Neither of you argued about it and went to relax on the couch. Thanks for dinner, Chester. It was really good.
It was, wasn't it? I'm pretty satisfied after that. Could go for a good belly rub right about now.
You took the opportunity to rub your hands over his stomach.
Well then, I wasn't expecting to actually get some.
Well, it's okay, right? It's okay, right?
Yeah, it feels nice.
With his approval of the rubbing, you took it just a step further and slid your hand up under his shirt, rubbing over the soft, short fur of his stomach. Dude, if you're gonna do this, go to the other room. He literally asked for privacy earlier. Andrew asked for discretion. Don't fuck it up.
I think you're enjoying it just as much as I am. You're really enjoying it, though.
You withdrew your hand when you noticed his shorts tenting up. He quickly grabbed a cushion from the couch and slammed it over his crotch.
Damn it, that happens so easily lately. Definitely don't need Andrew seeing that.
Yeah. You cuddled back up against him like you had done earlier, and he just flipped through different channels until he found something that interested him. Once Andrew finished with the dishes, he came back into the living room. Alright, you two, since we're getting up in the morning to go look at bikes, you don't need to stay up too much later, got it?
Yeah, I got it. It sucks I can't sleep in tomorrow.
Well, it's one of the only chances we're gonna have, so you'll have to get over it.
I know.
I'm gonna go get ready for bed. So I'll leave you two to your own thing. He paused then when he got to the hallway. Leave your bedroom door open tonight. After saying that, he disappeared down the hall.
Wait, does that mean he doesn't have an issue with you sleeping in my bed?
Maybe so. I guess I get to sleep in there tonight.
If that's the case, want to go watch something in my room? We can, cuddle up on the bed, watch a movie, go to sleep.
I like how that sounds.
Come on, then.
Well, it didn't even give me a chance to obey his earlier command of sleeping on the couch, so I guess we're fine.
To be honest, after dinner and the day we've had, I'm pretty tired. I'll fall asleep with the movie on.
I know what you mean. I don't think I'd make it too far in.
Then let's pass on the movie and just chat a little bit.
Sure.
Let's get ready for bed then.
After a trip to the bathroom to make some final bed preparations, you crawled onto Chester's bed and rolled over against the wall while you waited for him.
You need anything else before I lay down?
Nah, I'm good.
Alrighty, if you need anything, just tell me. As long as I'm not asleep, that is.
There was a small bright light shining from the game systems near his TV that illuminated the room. It wasn't enough to keep you awake, but it was enough to let you see Chester without any issues. You were both on your sides, looking at each other. I'm glad we can actually do this again. So am I. His hands found yours under the blankets that you were now sharing, and his fingers interlocked with yours. And I'm happy that Andrew seems to be taking a liking to you, despite what he saw earlier. Yeah, that makes me pretty happy too. I told you he'd warm up to you eventually. He's finally starting to see that you're really a good guy, and that I really like you a lot. Good, because I really like you a lot too, Jess. You're my silly Mutaku. Do you really have to call me that? If you don't like it, I won't call you that anymore. I don't mind when my friends use it in a way that isn't hateful. It's when people use it in a derogatory way that bothers me. His hands begin squeezing yours tighter. Chester, your hands. He let go right away and then started to massage them gently. I'm sorry, I didn't hurt you, right? Did I? No, don't worry, I'm okay. I get so angry sometimes. I feel like I just lose control over my strength and I don't realize it. I'll be here to help you with that, Chess. I'll do what I can for you. Thanks, Link. You know, I always find myself calming down a lot easier when I think about you, or if you're just there with me. It's easier for me to make that anger subside. He let go of your hands and grabbed your hips, pulling you closer. Oh, I didn't notice you had taken your clothes off. I still had my underwear on. He pulled you until your body was pressed against his, and then he hugged you tight with your face buried into his neck. He was obviously aroused, but he'd done nothing to hide it with it pressing into you like it was. If Andrew wasn't home right now, well, you know, if we're really quiet. I don't think I'd be very quiet, and then there's the cleanup. He kissed the top of your head and wrapped his legs up with yours, really pushing his heart on against you. I can wait a little longer, since I have you like this right now, though. Just being able to hold you and feel you against me is more than enough to make me happy. I mean, I'd like to fool around a little, but yeah, I know what you mean. But you're not gonna have another wet dream if you fall asleep holding me like this, are you? No, not at least I don't think so. I won't sleep like this, just in case. I'll free you eventually. He sighed, rubbing your face against the fur on his neck. I'd rather you hold me, though. I don't care if it happens again. I don't want it to happen again, but if you want me to hold you like this, I will. I like that, Chester. You're really warm, and I'm really comfortable. Okay. I'll only release you if you want me to, but I might not wake up after I'm asleep. Gotcha. He gave you one more tight squeeze before reaching down to adjust himself. You could feel how big he was against you, and it left you wondering just how sex was going to work with him. Sleep well, and have sweet dreams, Link. You too, Jess. All you could think about was sex while you laid there, but it wasn't long after you heard him snoring and felt his boner fading away that you were finally able to fall asleep too. Yay! Day 20, Saturday. Holy shit, how many of these fucking days? Alright, well, we're gonna go ahead and save here and end the episode. I'm gonna take a short break and then go right back into this game because I'm on the Chester train. I want to get, like, we spent a bunch of episodes in a row doing Leo stuff and Echo because I was hooked on that. I'm not necessarily as hooked in this as I am, but I know a lot of people want to fucking see this storyline play through to its to what has been done of it so far. So I don't know how many fucking days there are of Chester's Route as of the I think it's 1.54 update that I'm playing right now. That's the latest one that's been released to the public. So we will see. But until next time, ladies and gentlemen, fare thee well. Bye, everyone.